First tonight, an apartment fire in Farmville leaves 6 families without a home. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tyler Hardin. Crews say the grease fire sparked this morning. News 12's Chris Young was the first reporter at the scene. He spent the day talking to firefighters and people living at the complex off Perry Street. Now, Chris, crews are telling you that the damage there is significant.
Tyler, here at the Hunters Ridge apartment complex, firefighters tell me the building appears to be a complete loss, with damage still visible from the outside. And if you look behind me, you can even see tape. They retaped it to keep people from getting back inside. Sorry, 1 second. The building appears to be a complete loss. Firefighters tell me it was a complete loss. They got here at around 7 in the morning, and when they got here, 6 of the 8 apartments were completely damaged from fire, smoke, and water. And one person who lives in the building tells me he's looking for a new place to stay.
I was kind of worried about my place because I don't want to live. I'm the only one that lived there, and it could have been worse. But thank God, if I have to go somewhere to stay, so let it be. I mean, I got to do what I got to do.
According to firefighters, the fire was started when a tenant fell asleep while cooking, and the American Red Cross was out here earlier, helping these families find out living situations for the time being. Live in Farmville, I'm Chris Young with News 12.
We've had a few showers to the south, especially in Carteret and Onslow County. As you take a look, Morehead City, Carteret Community College camera, it's 82 degrees out there, and you can see a couple of boats out, but it certainly looks like a gray day, and that's what has been happening all up and down the Crystal Coast with the rain this afternoon. 82 degrees right now with the southwest wind at 8, and you can see quite a few people now. The past couple of days they've been underneath the pier to try to stay out of the sun. Today they have been staying there because of the rain and starting to venture back out though as the rain is starting to settle. You can see that on the radar. Most of the areas to the south and is what we've been looking at for the rain. Coast to the north, you've been just seeing partly cloudy skies and a great afternoon, but it's just isolated showers now along the Crystal Coast, the Onslow beaches, and then continuing up toward Richlands and Onslow County, as well as the area back in Pender County. Temperatures right now in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. The heat index, only Windsor checking in with above 100. It looks like the temperatures for the rest of the day back into the upper 70s by about 11 o'clock tonight. I'll break down the rest of the weekend, in fact starting tomorrow with a heat advisory. Details on that in a couple of minutes.
An update tonight, Greenville police have arrested 39-year-old Gustin Roach. You see him here. They arrested him at his house this afternoon. He is charged in the shooting outside the Burger King at the corner of 10th Street and Greenville Boulevard on Tuesday. Police say Roach confronted 28-year-old Justin Harrell, and the two men shot at each other in the parking lot. Investigators say Harrell was hit by multiple bullets. He is still in the hospital tonight and is expected to recover. Officers say 4 vehicles were hit by bullets as well. Roach has several charges tonight, including assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. You can read all of his charges on WCTI12.com. Videos of police arrests are common to find on social media. Recently, one with millions of views shows Kinston police officers using force to arrest an 18-year-old. It's led to calls for police to release the body-worn camera video of the incident. But here in North Carolina, that is not an easy process. News 12's Maya Cruz joins us live outside the Lenoir County Courthouse with a deeper dive. Maya, Police Chief Keith Goyette broke down the process and the barriers.
Yep, Tyler, me and Police Chief Keith Goyette had a long discussion earlier today where we spoke about several topics, including how people can obtain the body camera video. He says ultimately the decision is not up to him, that they have to send in forms to the Lenoir County Courthouse here, and that it's ultimately the decision is up to the Superior Court judge.
What did I do? Just stop, baby. They fighting dirty.
In the city of Kinston, several videos have circulated on the internet in recent years showing use of force by police officers, with the latest video earlier this month sending an uproar through the community.
But because I saw a video of a young man seizing under a grown man's body.
Police Chief Keith Goyette says he's seen the viral videos along with the body cam footage and says there are always two sides to a story.
Certainly see where people will be upset. You know, they see an 8-second video of an incident that's taken place. What they don't see is what transpired prior to it.
And the clips are enough for residents to start asking questions, including calling for the release of the body cam footage.
I don't have any say as far as the body-worn camera footage gets released. It still has to go before the court system. There's still a process.
A 2016 House bill allows individuals in the recording to request to see the footage. But seeing as the footage is not public record in North Carolina, a Superior Court judge would have to issue a court order for it to be released to the public. Anyone can request the footage, but Chief Goyette says the court is more likely to approve release only to those in the video. Goyette describes their current body cams as manual and outdated. He says they are now looking into upgrading their body cameras.
Release your firearm from the holster, your taser from its holster. If you activate the blue lights, it automatically triggers it and your body-worn camera automatically comes on.
It's been nearly a decade since body cameras were adopted in North Carolina, a security measure for both parties involved. Goyette says he acknowledges the historic tension between law enforcement and communities, but says keeping the streets of Kinston safe is a community effort.
We want to erase the us first them. We want, this is our community, it's a small community. There's no reason why we all can't, work together.
Chief Goyette says he is always open for community discussion and encourages residents to come out to their local events. For more information and the forms on how you can obtain body camera footage, this link and the forms will be found on our website at WCTI12.com. In Kinston, Maya Cruz reporting for News 12.
Maya, thank you. A 51-year-old man has been charged in a deadly crash on Stantonsburg Road in Greenville. Arrest warrants show Ronnie James is charged with felony death by vehicle, reckless driving, and expired registration. The incident happened back on April 25th. Authorities say Tammy Faye Case was killed. Reports reveal James was driving west on Stantonsburg Road when he crossed the center line. Another driver swerved off to the right side of the road to avoid James. However, reports show James crashed into that vehicle before hitting Case's vehicle head-on. Both James and the second driver had serious injuries in the crash. Warrants show James was driving while impaired at the time of the incident. Well, still ahead tonight, an update on shrimpers in our state after the failed shrimp trawling bill, the actions they're taking to protect their livelihoods now. Plus, all eyes are likely to be on North Carolina's U.S. Senate race. Who is likely to square off to replace Tom Tillis when News 12 Now at 6 returns? An update tonight regarding failed House Bill 442, also known as the shrimp trawl ban. In response to that measure, Coastal County commissioners are working to now form a coalition. They will hold their first meeting on August 5th. It will be at the Civic Center in Morehead City. The meeting comes after the GOP-led House blocked the bill from moving forward. Commissioners say the meeting came when hundreds of people from Eastern Carolina came together in Raleigh to protest the bill late last month. And all eyes are likely to be on North Carolina's U.S. Senate race. A number of outlets are reporting Roy Cooper and Michael Whatley will square off to replace Tom Tillis in a race that could help swing the balance of power in the Senate. Reporter Justin Berger shares more as we wait for the candidates to make their intentions known.
President Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, at one time thought to be considering a run, posting on X Thursday morning she will not pursue the open Senate seat in her home state of North Carolina, clearing the way for the man President Donald Trump hand-selected to lead the RNC last year, former NC GOP chair Michael Whatley. He'll likely face former Governor Roy Cooper, who won 6 consecutive statewide races over 20 years. Democrats have not won a federal election in North Carolina since 2008, when President Barack Obama and the late Senator Kay Hagan carried the Tar Heel state. But Roy Cooper has shown a unique ability to get elected when the rest of the state swings red.
And even though rural counties have moved more and more Republican, Cooper was able to, peel off enough of that support and gain, particularly in what I call urban suburbs, where it's very competitive to be able to put together a winning statewide coalition.
There will be a ton of money thrown around in this race. And speaking of money, this weekend, Roy Cooper will be speaking at the Unity Dinner hosted by the North Carolina Democratic Party in Raleigh. Sources tell me Cooper will make his intentions known in the coming days. Back to you.
We have a weather alert day tomorrow. Heat advisory for most of the area. You can see those temperatures definitely on the hot side, and with the heat and humidity, we will feel like above 105. I'll break down the details.
It is mission accomplished aboard Camp Lejeune as the special unit tasked with rebuilding after Hurricane Florence is officially dissolved. The officer in charge of construction, Florence, formed in 2020. The special unit was tasked with managing more than $3 billion in repairs after the hurricane hit our coast in 2018. The storm damaged more than 800 buildings across the Marine base, New River, and Cherry Point, prompting a large rebuilding effort. To learn more about the unit and the ceremony marking the milestone, just visit our website. And tonight, nearly $6 million are going towards helping coastal communities. The money is coming from the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality's Division of Coastal Management grants. Some of the places receiving money are Belhaven for a floodplain and stormwater ordinance update and Washington Park for a stormwater action plan. And one of the districts receiving more than $1 million is District 3. Senator Bob Brinson represents the area. He shares, quote, "These projects are vital for the future of District 3. By taking proactive steps now, we'll be in a better position to withstand and recover from future storms." And earlier this year, I sat down with Senator Brinson about the Rebuild NC program and the next steps of recovery after Florence. You can watch our roundtable discussion on the WCTI News 12 YouTube channel. Just click on the News 12 Investigates playlist.
Well, let's take a look across eastern Carolina. Those temperatures heating up a little bit today, but still in the pleasant range. Normal high about 90, and you can see we're either at that or just below it. A little cooler in Jacksonville, even the feels-like temperature because of all the rain that they experienced this afternoon. And for tomorrow, heat and humidity will return. We have a weather alert day, all of the area with the exception of Bertie County. That is with a heat advisory that will run from 11 o'clock tomorrow morning until 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So do be on the alert. That just starts a long process because it looks like we're going to be seeing quite a bit of hot conditions and uncomfortable conditions. In fact, dangerously hot with a heat index all the way through the early to mid part of next week. We still have this advisory, by the way. It is a flood advisory until 6:45 for the area south of Jacksonville. Here's why. If you'll notice on the replay, and we'll run this one more time, notice that the rain showers just hanging out south of Jacksonville. Finally now starting to rain itself out, and that's the same for the Crystal Coast as well. Off to the north, we've been seeing mainly dry conditions. Most of the rain showers have just been spotty or isolated, with the exception of a couple of areas that bubbled up, like the one south of Jacksonville that brought quite a bit of rain, and that flood advisory. Otherwise, for the rest of tonight, it looks like that we'll continue to see clear skies across the area. Temperatures back into the 70s in most locations, low to mid 70s. Warm and muggy back in the picture again as we head through the next several days. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine in the area. You can see trying to build in a shower or two. I really think tomorrow is a dry day. The main concern will be that heat and humidity we talked about. 90s, mid 90s for temperatures, heat index above 105, leading us with that heat advisory. And we have all along our coast up to Cape Hatteras a low rip current risk. So if you're headed to the beach, still be careful. But tomorrow with 87 degrees, just be sure to use lots of sunscreen because of the extreme conditions. Now as we head through Saturday, looks like some showers may try to pop up on Saturday, could be around on Sunday as well. Do want to point out in the tropics we have this area that continues to drift to the west, and it's about a 10% chance of development that this could actually reach some kind of development before it comes ashore over the weekend, but it's very low at only 10%. You see the weather alert days, those are all because of the heat, goes all the way into early next week, and we'll continue to track those hot temperatures and high heat indices as we head through the middle part of the week. Well, the National Weather Service meteorologists, along with emergency personnel, are reminding you that we are in the middle of hurricane season and it's important to stay ready. This video is from the Hurricane Forum at Havelock, and the warning coordination meteorologist Eric Hayden with the National Weather Service led the presentation. And as we all know, in North Carolina, we deal with a long hurricane season spanning from June 1st to November 30th. Hayden reminded everyone at the meeting that hurricanes have also occurred outside that time frame, and he says preparation is crucial before any storm.
It's a long season. It's not too late to be prepared, but now is really the time to start. Take a step back and don't forget about after the storm. Statistically, we're actually losing about half our lives now because of things like carbon monoxide poisoning and also things like electrocutions and people falling off ladders and things like that. So please.
Hayden says that you should always pay attention to the storm regardless of its category. Just like tropical depressions, as we saw with Chantal, it can bring flooding and destruction. For more information, you can visit the WCTI News 12 YouTube channel and click on the Tracking the Tropics 2025 Hurricane Special. Now, you can also go to the next Hurricane Forum hosted by the National Weather Service. It is coming up on Monday, July the 28th. That's this coming Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's at the Greene County Senior Center in Snow Hill. And again, that will be a morning event at 11 o'clock.
It is so important to stay ready. Well, next on Sports with Schwartz, a busy day in Charlotte for the ACC and the American Conference Media Kickoff Days. Luke gives you a behind-the-scenes look at the vision for ECU and other in-state teams for the upcoming season. You don't want to miss it.
Well, we're not at game day yet, but we certainly are in talking season. This is where everybody gets to get out their predictions, what they think is going to happen during the season, and who is going to win the national championship. That all takes place at the AAC and the ACC Media Kickoff Football Days here in Charlotte. They're only a block apart from each other down the street over at the Hilton Charlotte Uptown, and then I'm standing right here in the Charlotte Convention Center where the American Conference held their 2025 football kickoff days, and East Carolina was here, and they showed up with a few guys. Check out these behind-the-scenes look of Caton Hauser. He's wearing that all-new purple helmet for the Pirates as he was getting his gladiator photo shoot. Little ball spins, feeling good. Check out that awesome camera that they have on him with that wide set. Ton of fun. The helmets looked extremely great. The second-year quarterback was there along with senior outside linebacker Raheem Craig, just laughing, having fun. Even the media members filming were just loving it, as the guys don't have to talk so much about the season quite yet. Today was more of just meeting the fans, getting to take photo shoots, check out the cool neon sign, and even Blake Harrell got to be a part of it too, as it was fun and exciting to be a part of. And these guys, they just wanted to talk about what it means to be here, and in 35 days, it's game opener at NC State.
It's big. I mean, I pride myself on being a leader and being able to lead this team and represent ECU. And at this event, it's been great.
I'm excited. I'm real excited, man. Bringing in a lot of guys from the portal and stuff like that. Just seeing us at OTAs and like during summer workout and stuff. I'm really excited how everything's coming together piece by piece.
Yeah, 35 days away. You know, it's going to come on us quick. We're really in the starting the fourth quarter on Sunday. We report Sunday. The first practice Monday morning. And we got the first 3 quarters of the offseason already, finished up really strong, I thought. But we got a lot of work to do in the next 35 days.
Those next 35 days, they will take on NC State. Everybody remembers, if you're a Pirate fan, how that game went up in Annapolis, Maryland. An ECU comeback, Rajay Harris run, Caton Hauser was terrific. But NC State fans also aren't forgetting, this is a rematch, a redemption, a revenge game for them. CJ Bailey, their freshman quarterback from last year, he's put on a little bit more weight, he looks a little bit more experienced, and he's super excited for another crack to go against East Carolina in just a few short weeks.
Yeah, I'm very excited for number one, just to take the field for the first time and, you know, to see what my guys got, you know, and, you know, of course it's a rivalry, so we gotta really show what we can do, especially against those guys, even though, you know, it didn't go as well as last year.
Hey, he called it a rivalry, so for all the ECU fans that said they weren't, their quarterback is taking it serious, and so is Dave Doran, their head coach, when they beat UNC. You see those Tar Heel jerseys? Well, that was the talk of the town today, too. When Bill Belichick walked into the room, there was a slew of media members, his first time coaching in college for the Tar Heel Nation, and when he spoke about getting players up in the level and making sure that they're going to be developed the right way. He spoke about the different coaches he faced in his NFL career to hopefully have that happen in practice for his guy.
Made me work the hardest as a coach was to compete against those people, and so same thing for the players. Internal competition, the competition we have daily on the field, will get us most ready for the competition that we'll face on Saturdays or whenever the games are. So thank you.
Yeah, that's right. He needs to remember that it's on Saturday, not Sunday. More to come for the American Conference right here in the Convention Center. I'll have all that and more tomorrow. Reporting for News 12, I'm Luke Schwartz, and that's the next edition of Sports with Schwartz.
Well, as you can see, weather alert days because of the heat and humidity. Everybody better be prepared.
I think I'm looking forward to fall. You got football. Thanks for joining us.
Rain to cool us down tomorrow, and temperatures about 95 degrees.